visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I hope you guys are doing good. Today, I am here to do a reading on Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco and their beautiful, loving relationship. However, it seems as though recently there is rumors or people are discussing if Selena Gomez truly loves Benny Blanco or what is the delay in Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's marriage if they're so in love with each other and they are just showing off beautiful love. So I just have some things here to quickly talk to you guys about from a news article that I read. But Selena Gomez just recently posted a as they called it, a at-home outfit or something like that. She was wearing lingerie, basically, trying to look a little sexy, probably for Benny Blanco, but posting it online to show her sexier side. And then Benny Blanco commented, "Wait, I'm gonna marry you." So it's like this beautiful love relationship that they have, and it's just like amazing. Benny Blanco is just in love with Selena Gomez. And then the question is, does she reciprocate it back? However, Selena Gomez has been spotted just in those same pictures showing off her engagement ring. So that does show that she still has a love for Benny Blanco, and that even though they are not racing to get married, they are still very much in love, and she is still very much committed to him and is still wearing the ring. And she captioned that post where she posts all those different slides. It says, "Forever begins now." And she also showed some pictures of where they was just recently at, which I could not believe. The guy who sings Pillow Talk, Dave was his name. I forget. Little Dicky. Little Dicky just got married, guys. I can't believe it. So they was just recently at his wedding, so they took a picture there. So I just want to put that out there. That was some information that I found out. And even Taylor Swift was found in the chat saying, "Yes, I will be the flower girl." So everybody is thinking and dreaming of the Benny and Selena relationship. So with that being said, let's just pull some cards to see what is truly going on behind the scenes with their relationship. Just going to, instead of pulling it from Selena's perspective or Benny's perspective, I'm just going to do like an overall energetic reading relationship. It's probably going to be from Selena's perspective, but I'm going to just try to see what is surrounding their relationship and see whose energy stands out the most. Okay. How is Benny and Selena's romance? Ooh, I like that card to symbolize the relationship. A 3 of Pentacles, which symbolizes a contract. And they did sign a contract by getting the proposal rings and having an engagement and calling each other fiance now. So because of that, let's see what's surrounding this contract, though. What is preventing the full union and togetherhood of this relationship? Okay, at the bottom, we have the 2 of Cups. That's a very solid foundation, very loving, very healing, very coming togetherness. We have the Page of Swords in the past. Okay, interesting. The Knight of Swords above the head. Okay. I hope it's not dominated by swords. Interesting. And then the future is the 9 of Cups, which usually symbolizes a sense of contentment. Now, what I do find interesting here is they're balancing energy. Well, not really balancing, but what I see here is they both show up in the reading. We have a Page and a Sun. So therefore we have yeah, a daughter and a son. So therefore, we have a page and a knight. So therefore, a page are usually feminine. I'm going to assume that's Selena Gomez, and then we have the sun, which or the knight that usually symbolizes a masculine energy. So I'm just going to assume that's Benny Blanco, but it could be vice versa. We'll see definitely how this plays out during the reading. However, I feel as though looking at the way the two owl energies are cool, calm, and collected, I see that they are on a semblance of that they get along and they do really feel like family with each other, because we got the daughter and son, so we got that male feminine energy feeling like they are coming together and they're almost in unison. However, they're not quite the king and the queen, so they're still in that immature infancy stage, that honeymoon phase, even if you want to say, even though they haven't been quite married, but they're just in that loving phase and just enjoying the love for what it is at its moment, not trying to rush anything. At least that's how Selena Gomez is, because here now we see in the past there is a sense of urgency, but urgency running towards the page. That's why I'm thinking that this could be Benny Blanco that is racing towards Selena Gomez, just looking off of how they present their energy to us on social media. The way that Benny seems like he is head over heels or more energetically involved than Selena Gomez is than him. So it almost feels like it's not reciprocated. But we do see here at the bottom, which is their foundation, is the Two of Cups. They have came together. There is a unison with them, but they aren't ready, but they are still in the growing phase. And that's exactly what I see here with the Nine of Cups in their future. It's a sort of sense of contentment with where things are at the very moment. Like you could want more and you do want more, but for the time being, given how the circumstances are, given how Selena feels and Benny Blanco feels, you got to love and respect your partner. And it has to be a willing commitment. You don't want anybody to feel pressured. So be that was Barbara Crone making a face at the door. But, that's honestly how it could feel. But with Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, you just got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time, especially if you know Selena Gomez and how her mental or moods could be. That's something you also have to watch out for. So you don't want to push too much, but you want to give enough supportive push. And that's the push and pull tug of war that there seems to be going on when it comes to Benny Blanco. Like he wants to rush to her side, be that knight in shining armor for her. And she is the one that is standing there. He's trying to rush in like the knight in shining armor, and she's standing there all cool and calm and collected, like she is the prize to catch, and she doesn't chase, but she attracts kind of energy. That's what I'm getting with Selena Gomez, and she happens to have attracted Benny Blanco, but it really wasn't that hard. Benny Blanco wanted to be attracted. That's what I'm seeing. There was love. There was truly connection. They do have a sort of depth when it comes to them, but it's something that's not it's something that's still flourishing and has many things to grow on. And that's because there's just many layers to Selena Gomez. And so therefore there's going to be many layers towards the relationship. So it's depending on how deep and how far Selena allows Benny to get in before she kind of has this kind of stance of like, this is as far as I'm going to let you get in. This is as far I'm going to let you come in my personal space, in my bubble, before I feel too uncomfortable. So it seems like a bit of resistance when it comes to their love. She loves the love, but she doesn't want all of the love. But she wants all of the love, but not too much of the love. Give it to me in like bite-sized doses, even. You could think about it. So let's see what the outside influences are when it comes to their relationship, because it definitely is there. There is love. There is a contract. They fully are committed towards each other. But it's a strategic mind game with them. And that's all just because of how to deal with Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco being the understanding, gentle, kind, soul-hearted man he comes across on the social media. He's doting. He is there. He's like the perfect golden retriever boyfriend. So because of that, A, who would want to let that go? And then B, Selena Gomez needs that kind of energy around her. but it's not also fulfilling her at the same time. So I'm not sure exactly what she's trying to look for. I'm not even sure if Selena Gomez knows what she's trying to look for. However, let's see what the outside influences are. 10 of Cups. Ooh, the Justice card, very colorful in the past. We see the wheel, not the wheel, but the world card, and then the 7 of Swords. Okay, this is very interesting for the future. But looking at the past, where it's all colorful, fun, and joyful, that's exactly what I see surrounding Selena. Like I said, this was Selena Gomez in the past when it came to their relationship and setting the tone and pace of their where they're going, where they're heading, and how far and how deep she allows him in mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all the different levels you can allow somebody to enter into your space and bubble. She has certain stops or like checkpoints where you're just like, okay, you can't, no, like, what do they say? Open access denied. I forget. I'm trying to think of what they usually say, but we have the 10 of Cups, which usually symbolizes appearing happy. Everything looks good. Everything looks perfect. It's going your way. It's like living the dream. However, that's not truly reality, but it can always be as perfect as it's the way I like to say it. It's as perfect as you're going to make the situation out to be. And that's exactly how maybe Selena could have been feeling when it comes to the relationship, that when it comes to Benny Blanco, even though there are some things that she may not feel fully like checks off her list, she feels as though the pros outweigh the cons. So the things that he lacks in, he makes up for in other departments. And that what really makes Selena Gomez stay and say that she is going to fully commit to this relationship, even though she's not trying to rush and get married right now. She's just like, I can see the idea of us getting married sometime in the future, just not right now. And I'm going to show you that I'm committed to that by wearing a ring. That's the kind of energy and vibe that I'm getting. We still have some things that we have to work out, but I do see building a future and a life towards you. And if this is maybe something Benny Blanco needed to feel a little bit secure in the relationship, she gave it to him. Hey, it all depends. Selena Gomez, well, not Selena Gomez, but then we see the Justice card here at the bottom, symbolizing that there's which I've been talking about, a balance, a sort of a tug of war, but also trying to not pull too much and not, is like give slack and grace at the same time, give some mercy, but also be harsh, when to put the gauntlet or the sword down, when to be intuitive and read the signs or read between the lines, or when to be that kind of servant or wise voice of reason. There seems to be that holds them together when it comes to their relationship. Whatever they talk about behind closed doors, whatever Benny Blanco knows about Selena Gomez, she definitely entrusts him with all her secrets. She really does. And so because of that, she has probably shown him every side of her, and he did not fret. She probably showed him every side of her, and he did not fret. He did not shy away. If anything, it probably made him love her even more and see the beauty and the rarity that maybe other people don't see. And that's something that Selena Gomez values, because he's able to see behind, like the Wizard of Oz. She's able to see behind the curtain who is the true Selena Gomez that nobody else gets to see. You show off this pretty image. You talk about how you're so refined, how you are so healed, how you're so working on yourself. But then you have moments and times, and recovery is an up and down roller coaster. It's just natural. We're humans. We fall and we get back up. But to always have to be that way for the media and for the world, and know that you're a role model for other people, and you can't have your slip showing or caught slipping. That's even more pressure for you mentally if you're already struggling mentally. And she's been in the industry since she was a young girl. So therefore, mentally, she has been conditioned to think and be wired like this. So you see where I'm going with this? So it's a really hard for her to drop the mask. She's perfected the image of Selena Gomez so much that she can't even break from it. Yeah, she can't even break from it. Like I'm truly believing like we don't even get to see like who Selena Gomez really is when she really is going through her mental moments. And even when she did make a documentary called My Mind and Me, that was just a snippet, a taste, a skim of the surface, and that was her way of um giving of herself and trying to heal out loud, as they say. But there are still some things that she has to work on behind closed doors. And she has somebody there that is patient and willing to work with her along the way, that is willing to catch her before she even falls. He's like, I'm not even going to allow you to hit the ground before that. I'm grabbing you. Like, you know, when you're falling off the cliff, you know, those like movies and it's so corny and you're getting ready to fall off the cliff, but you're like hanging up by a branch, a measly branch just randomly placed there, and you're just like, huh, wow, what's my luck that this just happens to be there and is up and happen to support my weight and not going to allow me to die just for the sake of the plot. So for that's like what Benny Blanco is in Selena Gomez's life. He's always been there, but also at the same time, it's not like she ever really gave him a chance. He's been a good friend, but it's not like I've been saying, it's not something that she like could have saw a relationship with, of potential, a future. She never saw that, but she's learning to see it because she values how he values her, and she knows how rare that is. So in that sense, they both were able to see the rarities within each other, and that's what bonds them and holds them together even more, in just outside of their bonding and love attachment styles. And we see here in the future is the World card. It's a cycle. It's a closing and an ending of a chapter. Does that mean that they're going to upgrade and move to the next level and get married in the near future? I sure hope so. Sooner than later. Really sooner than later. I hope so. But it's all on the time of Selena Gomez, and Benny Blanco is going to be right there along the way. He's like, just hold my hand, darling. I will be there. I will take you. I'm not going to rush you. We go at your pace. Don't worry about me. I can keep up. So because of that, and we see down here though, which is quite interesting, is the Seven of Swords. Usually it could be the fact that maybe Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco might get married in secret. They could get married in secret. Just think about that. They could just get married in secret, and that's nothing wrong with that. But then you would have to think, why would they want to get married in secret when they've done all this public talk about about a wedding? Have they talked about how they just want it to be a private ceremony, get together where they come together? Or do they really want like a whole lot of people where all their families come together and merge? I can't quite remember the story, but I know they've talked about it and dreamed and envisioned their wedding and how they want it. I don't even think they really actually saw eye to eye to begin with quite much, but hey, anything to please Selena Gomez, he will do. He just loves Selena Gomez. There's just nothing she could do that could like make him mad, upset, make him love her less. If anything, all she could do is just make him love her more. So that's the kind of thing that I'm getting with Selena Gomez. And for that, maybe that's the soothing love that Selena Gomez needs to do some more inner work on herself, really heal, because sometimes you just need that second partner, somebody that can really go through it along with you and doesn't make you feel judged or doesn't make you feel as though you have to perform. You could just let your armor down, let the persona down, stop trying to sneak and hide how you really feel. You can actually open up and express what's going on. But I just want to know, what is the true outcome card? 3 cards from Mama Crone, from Mama Crone's Oracle, so the Mama Oracles. And I'm just going to see what's the true energy behind Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Is there really love, or is it unrequited, one-sided love? We have dusk, which is not quite lit. Okay, you got to wait it out. It's something that's growing and developing. It's going to rise and grow within time. Ooh, money. We have money, which is what, if you don't want to think about physical money, because they're both wealthy within their own respects, why would they need to get together just for money? But together, it could mean literally that when they come together, they are going to be great financial partners, or the fact that when their assets come together, it's going to accumulate even more abundance. After all, I forgot to mention this, but Benny Blanco has talked about himself, envisioned himself being a father. So he is ready. He's dreaming of the future of Selena Gomez. He's like, yeah, me and Selena are going to have kids. I can see our kids now. Yes, it's amazing that Selena Gomez has found herself somebody that is truly in love with her and obsessed in a healthy, good way. But the money here could also symbolize the fact that there is value within this relationship and they value each other. And that's what keeps them together. And that's what keeps them from not wanting to cheat or step outside of their relationship, because each other understands what they truly got and maybe know that this is truly what the best that they can get, or this is what they truly deserve and what they really need. So with that, let's see what the last card symbolizes. And a baby. Okay, so that means that maybe Selena Gomez could get pregnant in the future. I don't know. That one was a bit up in the air. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe that's a little trick up the sleeve, or maybe it's already happened and she's just not showing yet. It's still a hush hush secret that's going to get exposed in the near future. I don't know. You guys tell me. Actually, I guess you guys can't tell me. So I guess we'll find that one out in the future. But the baby doesn't have to literally mean a baby. It could symbolize the fact that this relationship, or when they get married, it's going to be another phase, just like the World card says. It's going to be another phase. It's going to be another it's going to be like giving birth. Actually, their love is giving birth to so many things. You want to think about it? They give each other life. Like they feed each other energetically, soulishly, spiritually, emotionally, physically. They're able to like feel each other, fulfill each other. And because of that, they are able to create a sense of love, or when love works like that, there just has to be a creation, something produced to show the beauty and harmony of the coming togetherness of this energy. That's why I said there could be a baby in the future. There could not be, but I see the World card and I see the Seven of Swords and I see a baby. So I'm not sure. There could be an announcement underneath our noses, or it could just be the fact that when it comes to their relationship, they are currently in a transitional phase. But it's not so much of a transitional phase like they're closing a chapter and starting a new one, even though that's what they're totally doing. It's more of a working together and a story of ever growing progress. Like there's never a dull moment. There's never a moment not to learn something. There's never a moment not to create a memory with each other. So because of that, how can you not grow from that? How can you not form a bond with that? How could you not get attached to that? Even if it's like they say, you got to start off friends first and then become lovers. So you got to feel comfortable. You got to feel secure and safe with your partner. So that's exactly what I see how Selena feels with Benny Blanco, and that's how Benny Blanco definitely feels with Selena Gomez. So because of that, that's what keeps their relationship going round. And with that being said, I do see that there is love. Even though it might be a little bit unbalanced, even though Selena Gomez does seem to be a little bit more in charge. However, he doesn't mind. He is willing to follow Selena Gomez's suit because that's all he really truly loves. As long as my baby Selena happy, I'm happy. And honestly, with that kind of attitude, how could you not be pleased and just love that person who just wants you to be happy, and that simply your happiness brings them happiness? That's amazing, and vice versa, because you want to be the same for them. It's an equal give, balanced relationship. But I digress. That's what I see with Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. I see that their relationship is growing slowly at a pace that's comfortable for Selena Gomez, and Benny is 100% on board and is okay with that. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I sure did. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. And more importantly, please comment down below. How do you feel about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco? And how do you feel about their marriage, their proposal, the put off on the wedding, what they're expressing like online, even though it's not like explicit or risque, but how do you feel about them moving or maneuvering their relationship online? Like, how do you feel like do you feel like they're doing a nice balance with being celebrities with a life outside of fandom and stardom, and that it's not quite in the cameras all the time, but they do give us glimpses, and when we do get glimpses, it really does feel truly authentic and not like somebody's trying to perform. So with all that, I could go down so many different rabbit holes about how Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco come off on the media. That's why I had to figure out what was going on behind the curtains, and if there was really love, if there was a sense of settling, which I do not see. I do not see that she is settling. I see that she is he's probably, you know what, the best way I could say it is that Benny Blanco is different for Selena Gomez, and because he is different, he, like I said, he's been in her life quite a long time. So he knows her, she knows him, and if they don't, they knew of each other enough to talk and foster a relationship. Foster a friendship that soon led to a relationship, which soon led to a marriage ship. So because of that, there has to be something that was pulling them together, almost like it was magnetic. Like, what is it about you that I just have to feel like I have to talk to you, entertain you, figure out where you fit in my life, why are you here kind of vibe, where you get curious and intrigued by somebody and their presence and why they've always been there. But I am psychoanalyzing their whole relationship and the way that they've known each other. But that's just how I feel. So with that being said, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. And you know what we say to that? Sunflowers.